Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I want to talk a little bit about No Man's Sky and Light No Fire. First, I'm going to be talking about Light No Fire, because you're probably thinking, well, there's no real news for Light No Fire. Now, on my weekend mission on the Friday previously gone, I did mention that I thought Light No Fire might drop summer of this year. And if it didn't drop in the summer, then we would probably hear something around December at the Game Awards. Well, Wharfie found something quite interesting. Wharfie is somebody that I run the weekend mission with. I think he must have jumped online and had a little tinker around to see if he could find anything on release dates, and he went and found something. So this is a site that I don't use all too often called Instant Gaming. Now on here, you can see something quite interesting. It says release date 2025, right there where my little mouse pointer is. Now, I have gone over to see if I can see it replicated on Steam, and no, it just says coming soon, to be announced. Release date to be announced. It still doesn't even mention the platforms. So then I went over to the actual website. The website itself is quite small in comparison to a lot of websites. There's not much scrolling to be done there. Where you get the information is under the press pack, and the release date still hasn't been updated there either. It doesn't even say 2025. So I can't see it being echoed anywhere other than Instant Gaming. But the fact that Instant Gaming now has a date of 2025 makes me wonder whether there's been a bit of a slip up here and whether that is something rather than nothing. Okay, we're going to be moving on to news for No Man's Sky now. Okay, so Sean of the Murrays done a tweet. It's not the emoji, don't get excited. Not overly excited anyway. Sean Murray just tweeted this image, hoping that AI might come to his clock app. Now, I have done videos on having an AI dungeon master to help with like procedural missions, or an AI companion like EXO to help new players get familiar with the game. I do hope this might be a hint that AI for No Man's Sky is on the table. Do you think it could be? And how would you like to see AI used in No Man's Sky? So this was the tweet by Sean of the Murrays. He put, hopefully they're adding AI. I mean, AI is getting added to everything these days, isn't it? But here we go. I mean, it looks like a little emoji of a clock, but clock needs an update. We're getting the update ready for you. And I'm wondering whether that's kind of Sean Murray saying our next update is going to be AI related. And it's coming in time. It's coming soon. Now, 40 people have liked this idea. They've hit a like to it. I've also put the same thing over Twitter, and it seems to be getting traction over there that, yes, it might be a hint. But then there's other people that are saying no, like Seriousless Gaming there, saying AI is garbage and it's probably sarcastic, which it probably could be. And I don't think AI is for everyone. There's some people that are saying that AI is demonic and it's the end of the world. You know, there's all sorts of people that are quite against AI, and I'd imagine for decent enough reasons if you've watched Terminator. But yeah, there's quite a lot of feedback on here. If you want to get involved in this poll, jump on over, get involved, take a read. I'm slowly actually scrolling so you can get a bit more of an idea of what people have been saying here anyway. But I think it gives you a rough idea of how the community feel about AI. Not a lot of people are into it, but those that are into it can see that it could work really well with a procedural engine such as that with No Man's Sky. I'm thinking more so for procedural quests and also NPC dialogue inside of an RPG. If you haven't seen AI at work inside of Skyrim, that's something you could search on YouTube. It's pretty darn impressive what they've got the NPCs doing inside of that game. Very cool indeed. I think it could work better in Light No Fire than No Man's Sky, but I can see various avenues that they could implement AI inside of No Man's Sky. Okay, John, so if you just go over to Google and type in clock app update and then hit on images, you can find the same image that Sean Murray used relatively quickly because it's a bit of a weird thing. But here you go. If I click this link to take us over to Reddit so we can see some sort of context around where this happened. 5 months ago is when this post actually happened. Clock needs an update. We're getting the update ready for you. And I think people found it a little bit funny that, this whole clock being updated thing. Why do you need an update to your clock? And there's just a little bit of debate going along here. Okay, update installed. Please sign in with your Microsoft account and accept these updated terms and conditions to access the Windows clock with Copilot. So when Sean Murray was joking about saying about AI, a lot of other people are saying that maybe they are going to integrate AI into your clock. I mean, it could be that during certain times of the day they're going to build data upon you. Who freaking knows? You know, see how often people set an alarm clock for the same period of time, patterns in that or whatever. Okay, chums, well, if you just go down to your start bar and type in clock, you've got the same icon. So if you click on the clock app, there we go. Stay on track with focus sessions. We'll turn off notifications. The app has alerts during each session. For longer sessions, we'll add short breaks so you can recharge. So maybe they are adding some sort of AI into this. I mean, yeah, I'll make it a bit bigger on the screen, not that it does much. But you got all sorts of stuff there. So I guess it's the latest update. I mean, I've not really messed about with this. I can't see many more than that. That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? But you can now set focus times and all that sort of shenanigans, even integrate Spotify or something. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually gone into here or even bothered looking at it, and it's just based off of Sean Murray's blinking tweet. But there you go, it even brings up local times for where you're actually based and all that sort of shenanigans too. So maybe it's just an update to clock and there's nothing more than that. I just think it was a little bit weird. For all the things that Sean could have tweeted about, he's tweeted about that. Okay, so what news do I have for you in No Man's Sky? Well, there's only 7 days, you can see it down there, 7 days remaining for the Relics expedition. So do I think something might be happening in those 7 days' time? Let's jump inside the spatial anomaly because I've got something else to look at quickly as well. Okay, well this is a little unusual. I was kind of expecting Tier 2 to have been completed by now. Let's head on over. Let's have a quick look-see. It's at 87%. Alright. Well, we can at least get that one anyway. But I think within the next 7 days we're probably going to see all of Tier 2 and maybe even Tier 3 completed in here. And hopefully we'll be able to unlock these desert plants. There's still a few more things to come, like a Peeping Fauna banner, a Viking, Gek and Korvax banner. There are still things that can be rotated in, but I'm wondering whether Hello Games are going to refresh the Quicksilver store and bring us even more. The chums, when it comes to update for No Man's Sky, when do I think we might see an update? Well, the expedition's going to be running for another 7 days, and I think then just give it a bit of a grace period. I'd say the week after this update expedition ends, we will see another update appear. So let's have a look at the old calendar, shall we, and see if we can work this one out together. Okay, right, well, I've got a massive freaking calendar on the screen now. So 7 days from now, it's the 30th today, 7 days takes us to next Wednesday. So Wednesday the 7th, that's when the expedition is going to actually end. I think we won't see anything until maybe the Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday of the week after. So I think around the 13th, 14th or 15th. The 13th, 14th or 15th is where I think we might see some sort of update. Mid-May, people inside the Viewerverse. So there we go. Okay, chums, my last bit of news is more to do with what I'm doing inside of No Man's Sky. So I've been giving away a flying creature pets. So I've got dragons and I've got birds that you can actually ride on. Now, I put the actual portal code at the top of the screen. There's my friend's code as well. Normally I do these on a Monday or Tuesday. I've had a lot of people saying to me, well, they're weekdays and the time zones, I'm actually at work. Please, can you try and do one of these on a Saturday? Well, I've managed to get 6 bird eggs and 6 dragon eggs. Well, there's the bird, there's the bird ones, there's the dragon ones. I've got 6 of each and I'm going to be doing the giveaway on Saturday. This Saturday coming. The only thing is I'm not 100% sure when I will be free on the Saturday. We've got quite a fair bit planned. We've got to go out, we've got to do food shop and all sorts of other bits and bobs. But as soon as I get back, I will schedule something and I'll try and give people at least an hour's notice before I go live. But I'm going to be doing the egg giveaway on the Saturday. And I think that's going to be the last of the egg giveaways this Saturday coming. I don't think I'm going to do one on Monday or Tuesday because I'm not going to get my pets ready to lay some more eggs, not this amount anyway, in time for a Monday or Tuesday. So this will be the last pet giveaway on the Saturday. So please watch my channel page. Please make sure you've got notifications turned on, and I will be giving away these pet eggs. If you haven't seen one of these pets in action, let me just show you quickly. I'll just show you one of them. So we go, and I'll just jump on this guy. There we are. I'm actually on the back of the bird at the moment, as you can see there. It looks very sort of Light No Fire-esque, you know, having mountable creatures that can fly you over the landscape. Pretty good freaking fun indeedy doody. So there we go. That's going to be this Saturday. Make sure you got the notifications turned on and everything locked in if you would like one of these pets, because it's going to be probably the last opportunity from myself giving these away for a very long time to come. I'm just going to re-upload my base to make sure it renders okay for everyone come Saturday. Righto. Okay, so that's pretty much all the No Man's Sky news, I think. Okay, chums, a little bit of channel news before I come up with a final warning about No Man's Sky, which stick around for. But I've done two videos. One on should I play the Earth Tree DLC for Elden Ring, and a Doom one, the Dark Ages. Now, I did put this one live a couple of days prior to the Doom one, and they've both done reasonably okay. I mean, views-wise, the Doom one has had more views, even though I published it after. And it's got an 85% like ratio. In fact, it's got 30 likes and 5 dislikes. Whereas the Elden Ring has had 21 likes and 2 dislikes. So for whatever reason, more people dislike Doom, but at the same time, I've had more likes on Doom. So I kind of think Doom is going to be coming to the channel just from the videos that I put out there. But not only that, I also did a poll. And the poll has come back that 42% of people would like to see me do the whole Doom, the Dark Ages. I'm still going to be doing the No Man's Sky stuff, and that's not going anywhere. So come the 1st of May, I think I'm going to be pre-ordering Doom, the Dark Ages. And that's going to be coming to my channel. Quite a lot of people jumped in on the comments. Some people saying, why not do that new, what is it? The remake or remaster of the Elder Rings or whatever game. I'm not really into that. I'm not really into Bethesda games. I did try and get into Starfield, but being Bethesda, you just keep getting your inventory full. I just found that I was always in menus rather than playing the game, trying to offset stuff and get rid of things that I picked up, a load of junk that I didn't like. It was a lot of busy work for inventory. It just takes away from the fun of enjoying, you know? So yeah, I've never been a massive fan of Bethesda games for multiple reasons. I'm not a fan of the jank, and I know that's part of its charm, and a lot of people subscribed for the charm of the jank, but no, not me, not really, not overly. Anyway, over to that No Man's Sky warning. Okay, there's one more thing with No Man's Sky now. I've had problems with griefers building on top of my base and things like that. However, there is another form of griefing going on that's been going on for a little while. I've had a few people hit me up and tell me what had happened to them. In fact, I had to rescue a player trapped inside of a volcano just the other year, and they were in a death loop cycle. Now, there are ways and means if you are stuck inside of these death loops. In fact, Professor Cynical has done a really good video on how to protect yourself against such death loop scenarios. I mean, I'll put a link to his video anyway inside the video description. I'll also put a card up here if I can find it to his video. But what I would suggest, if you are in some sort of death loop scenario, try to change your game mode to creative mode as quickly as possible to stop yourself from taking environmental damage. The next thing to try and do would be to try and summon your ship as close to the base as possible, or if you can't summon your ship, try to call in your freighter, and if you've got an exocraft, try to call in the exocraft near to your actual predicament, and then try to access it using Square. It should get you out of the volcano and into the exocraft or into your ship. Failing that, try summoning a pet. See if you can summon a pet and then mount the pet, and that might get you out of the volcano. There's a few things to do that. If it's not a death loop using a volcano, there's other ones they can use by using hazardous flora in caves. I've seen that utilised as well to kill people. I've seen people that have just built a giant wooden shed, put a teleporter bang slap in the middle with no power connected to it, ask you to teleport to their base, and then once you're there, there's no doors to get out. And sometimes these things auto-save. So if you stay there too long and your autosave kicks in, you're stuck there indefinitely. Those sort of things you might have to reload the previous save. Don't stay there to the point that it creates two autosaves, or else you're completely flummoxed, and then you might have to restore from a USB backup. My advice would be to back up your No Man's Sky save to the cloud if you can. On PSN you can. With Steam you can have backups on your actual hard drive. But yeah, keep a backup of your save. The main thing is, try not to join multiplayers of people that you don't trust, or random invites. Just be very guarded, very careful, especially if they ask you to go visit a base or something like that. Just be very, very careful. It's a shame to have to say it, but there's a increase in griefing. Anyway, until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again, people in the viewerverse.